chat rooms into the right place. Lining up the chat so I can see the chat. Hi, yeah. Hi, everybody. Click to chat. Okay, hi. There I am. I'm not going to be on Periscope until the 6 o'clock because we've had problems with Periscope security features. Twitter is completely vulnerable to us, being they've been censoring us and shadow banning me for the past 7 years. Let us get started. Let us leaf. Right, and Moses led us to Ezekiel 4:9. I think it's important, being this isn't a religious channel, that we not talk about religion here. But it's important to know what Ezekiel 4:9 is. If you're wondering why the bread is named Ezekiel, formatted like a Bible verse, it's because it actually is one. According to the New International Version of the Bible, Ezekiel 4:9 states, "Take wheat and barley, beans and lentils, millet and spelt, and put them in a storage jar and use them to make bread for yourself." That's got to be the simplest and most concise belief I've ever heard. Yeah. Hey, it's all about making bread. I'm not even religious. Yeah. Howard is of no competition to me. I'm so sorry. Yeah, he is virtually, well, let's just say he's out there. He embraces LGBTQ. I don't. Although I don't want to discriminate, I'm not embracing them and giving them sex change operations. Anybody can say they're independent. He's far from independent. He's wacko. Yeah. Left wing, completely, and then he's got a far right wing position where he wants to openly carry weapons everywhere. Everyone should have open carry laws in his mind. That's just all over the place. Now, I have a right wing perspective. I support gun rights. Yeah, and he's another billionaire, and we don't want billionaires. But I don't support extreme support for LGBTQ, considering it's a very slippery slope that those people are on, trying to gain normalization of their lifestyle. All right, so we're going to start recording in just a second. Thank you.
Okay, I run the microwave first.
Huh?
Can I do the microwave really quick?
Oh, yeah. We won't be able to transmit with a microwave.
Hang on. Stop.
We won't be able to actually transmit with a microwave. Yeah, we won't be able to actually transmit with a microwave.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
I got it.
All right.
It'll work.
We'll take care of it. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, we started the show a little early today. That was a big foot, yeah. Nice slippers, I know. David, you talk about us gays every day like we're subhuman. I don't think you're subhuman. I respect you. There's a relative visiting right now. Yeah. I know. We have to just... why do you talk about us? Yeah, I've never said anything bad things about gay people. You know that. I actually don't want you to be discriminated against. It is deviant behavior for you to have sex with each other. Yeah, it is. You know that, right? Well, it's not normal. It's not normative behavior. So I'm not trying to denigrate you.
All right, this is long enough.
Okay, we're going to record this in just a second. Yeah, I have a relative visiting.
Yeah.
All right. It is. Technically, you're in a small percentage of 5% of the population. The normative value, 95% of the population doesn't want to have sex with the same sex. We have to change the subject because Sarah doesn't want to get into this discussion. All right? Could you please change the subject? Thank you. I know you're stuck with your lesbian or gayness. That's your choice.
So you're going to make some dinner tonight? See, I can change the subject.
We're going to start the show in just a second. Hang on. We're going to introduce our show with a free love musical venue. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our show. Sarah and I are here. Let me bring the camera down here. We're going to be bringing in a discussion about politics, and as you know, this is where we do these shows, and we have a very vibrant show. In fact, we used to call it Cooking Up Politics.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And as I'm straightening this out, I'm getting the picture to stretch.
I think you're good. You don't
I
have
don't
to
need
worry
to do
about
that.
me being on camera. I think the way you had it set up before was great.
Okay, well, I kind of want
But
you
I
on
just
camera.
wanted to say hi, and then I'll pop in and out of today's show because I know David actually does a much better job
No.
with just cooking when I'm not interrupting him. But I did want
Not
to take
really.
an opportunity to tell you how much I enjoy your cooking,
Thank you.
and I really appreciate you cooking for me, and
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate you making one of my favorite dishes tonight.
Oh, good. Well, you're going to help me with the recipe because I want you to make it the way you want to make it.
Okay.
Now, chicken fajitas require a hot plate, a hot pan to kind of braise them.
Yeah.
And that's where I haven't really excelled. I've kind of
Oh.
steam fried them, and I think you should kind of grill them. And
Maybe that's it. And I also feel like you'll usually add something to them,
Yeah.
like corn or
Yeah.
carrots or
Here I am trying
something
to get.
interesting and unusual.
I made this chili the other day, and Sarah said she loves hot, spicy food, Thai food.
And then I tried this chili, and it was too spicy.
So
for
is this
me.
too
Oh, it's
spicy just for the glazing? 'Cause I
But
won't
no,
use it.
that's perfect for the glazing
Yeah.
because it'll yeah, exactly.
Now, I also found an organic hot sauce, a whole variety of them that are made by the O brand, and I've been talking about the O brand
yum.
on our show. They make chili lime hot sauce, so if you want to use any of that, you can use that too. Okay, so today we've got an amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna I'll
Yeah.
separate.
Yeah, you
in
can
the other
come in
one.
and
I'm
out.
gonna go wash my hands.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, let me show you the food. We were using a product called Ezekiel Sprouted Grain. And 4x9, 4-9, it's actually a biblical expression, which reads, take wheat and barley, beans and lentils, millet and spelt, and put them in a storage jar and use them to make bread for yourself. So that's the passage in the Bible. So sprouted whole wheat, organic, is perhaps the best stuff you can buy. And I've had this product before. It's great for wraps. Now this is completely natural. Yeah. We have breaking news, yeah. We've got 3 tenderloin pieces of chicken breast I got at Trader Joe's, and they claim everything there is non-GMO. We're going to kind of slice that up. I got a large organic onion I picked up, and a large green pepper. All of this I purchased, I'm only using 3 of these. I got this for $2.99, and it comes with a 6 count, so that's $1.50. And we're making 3 tenderloin breasts. That's $2 in value out of the container I bought. That's $3.50. This was 80 cents, or at Trader Joe's. That's $4.30, and this is approximately 70 cents max, probably less than that, including the hot sauce and whatever else you're getting, maybe some cheese, whatever. I think $5 will cover it. Now, we have some problems in general with some of the people that are in our show who can't seem to understand the dangers of attacking our show. And they seem to think that somehow they're scot-free, or they don't realize the NSA is watching every single thing you're doing. And if you think you're on a VPN, guess again. The VPNs mostly are owned by the United States government.
That's
Yeah, so get with the program, guys. You're putting yourself at risk by being the way you are. Trolling us is not going to be completely anonymous. That's for sure.
Okay, so you want me to start?
All right. Sarah's going
Oh,
to...
and onion, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to actually prep the onion. She's going to work with the grill.
Slice, not diced.
Yeah, I'm gonna slice them, not dice them. And because we want to bring out the good knives, I'm gonna pull that out.
David's gonna bring out the good knives.
Yeah.
Yay. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
It's pretty
wait,
big.
Wait. Oh, wait. Just a sec, David.
What?
Oh, this is like...
That's the good knife. That was one of the Damascus steel knives that Mr. Meow got us. All right, so I'm going to go ahead.
Damask or Damascus?
Damask steel, it's called. Maybe it's Damascus. Let's take a look. Damascus steel. So it is Damascus steel, but I got
Damascus steel.
that's the tip that goes on there. Thank you. All right. So
Damascus steel. Very cool.
I'm going to go ahead and cut this up. Look at how quick that went in there. And I just use my hand on the other side, so it kind of gives me a little leverage. These onions are big. Look at that.
Beautiful big onion.
Kind of cut the bottom off a little bit. Throw that away. I'm going to peel this. Sarah's going to pick out some colorful peppers out of our pepper bag. Most of these peppers are coming from Mexico. Because in America, we don't know how to make any produce anymore. We've relied on our agribusiness to destroy the earth and destroy the soil, and all we do is pull in products from other countries, which are sprayed with pesticides.
Well, let's see. Yes, it's product. He's right. Completely right. Everything you said is accurate.
So actually rinse them off. That's your best bet. Today we got hit with chemtrails, so we're doing great. The whole skies above us were loaded with chemtrails today.
I wonder if I can just like go like that. There we go. I like that much better. See, then they can see you when you're cooking when it's at this angle.
That's fine.
Because otherwise, it's like they get a view of your back and the door.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's beautiful.
There we go. I'm going to slice the top off of this pepper. Now, the good thing about Mexico is it's below the radiation line from Fukushima. So that's kind of nice. You know, by the way, the Democrats and Republicans don't talk about any of this. Okay? Just so you know, you're in the right place to talk about these things.
May I use one of your Damascus steel knives?
Actually, here's a Cutco knife. That's easier to work with. The Damascus steel knife is extremely sharp and dangerous. And I wouldn't want you to hurt yourself.
In other words, no! No, you cannot!
I just don't think it's worth taking a chance on a razor sharp knife like this.
I don't trust you around knives.
No, I do, but it's just that, it takes years of experience with these knives. No, seriously. It takes years of experience with knives like this to actually, be safe and careful. And everyone wants me to screw up right now, too. They would love for me to actually cut myself. I'm not sure everyone, but some people.
That's not going to happen.
I know it's not, because I put too much energy into focus. Concentration, like Bruce Lee said. Okay, I'm going to... I was supposed to slice these. Sorry.
Well, you did slice them.
I guess that's a slice. Okay, and then
Yeah.
right there, I'm going to cut this off.
You stopped yourself before dicing. Good job.
If you smell any sweetness to the edge of your onion, you got to get rid of that. Otherwise, you'll be making French onion soup. The French cook with that.
What if it's a
good.
sweet onion?
Well, no, it's a sickening sweet, like dumpster sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the smell I'm worried about. I'm making some slices here. You're going for the long slices, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I got the big long slices. I'm going to get a pan going at level 3. This takes a while to heat up, so it's going to be a bit before I can even put oil in it. Hope everyone's having a great day. Yeah, and thank you for not trolling me over at Vaughn. I appreciate that, because otherwise I have to turn on slow chat, and that kind of sucks. Hope everything's doing well, mic-wise. I think we're all coming in great. It is a nice knife, isn't it? Yeah, I really appreciate the sentiment. Obviously a lot of effort went into that. The pot set, the stainless steel, we got at Corel Ware's outlet for a total of $39. That was a really good deal for stainless steel, I thought. Yeah, that was a Corel outlet they have up here in Washington. But they carry a lot of metal too. Yeah, $39 for stainless steel. That's unheard of now. But we bought that, 10 years ago? I think we bought the metal 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We'll be
Hey, Anderson. What's up? How you doing? Anderson is hanging out with us. So, this meat right here, I'm going to cut up with the Cutco knife because I don't want to spoil. Well, maybe I will use this really good knife. Yeah, I don't mind. I'm going to slice the meat like that.
Okay, yeah, whatever
Okay.
you want to do with me, that doesn't matter.
All right, I'm going to use this knife one more time. But before I do that, I'm going to actually slice those peppers one more time too, because I didn't quite finish on the peppers. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'll give you these peppers to slice as well.
Okay,
I'll just be seeding them.
that'll be good. Yeah. So chicken fajitas are really a wonderful go-to food for a large group of people. If you have a lot of chicken you need to use, it's great. You can cook with a lot, and you can make it wraps that just everybody can eat, a whole wrap. And the nice thing about chicken fajita wraps is that they're portable. You can pack them away for trips and practically eat them cold.
Yeah, you could just even bring the tortillas, and you bring the fajita mix.
Mm-hmm. And make them right on the road.
Right as you go.
Yeah. All right, we did that. And I think olive oil will be good for the oil blend. I think we can do that. Okay, let me go ahead and put the, before we bring that over, I'm going to go ahead and put the olive oil in the pan. Okay, my typical 3 splashes of olive oil. 3 tablespoons. I'm just going to throw the onions on the grill like that. Well, it's going to be immersed in onions. Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and turn that flame up to 6 now, because I want to get those really cracking.
Should I cut this one up a little more?
Sure, whatever you want. Okay, there we go. Yeah, yeah. All right. Get my handy dandy napkin. Level 6 heat level. Go for it. These are great deals. We got this for $2.99. Bag of 2 pounds of peppers for $2.99 from Mexico. I wish America had farmers. You know, it wouldn't be great if we had farmers like industrious Mexican people they are. It'd be great if we could go back to what we had a long time ago. Oh, you're using the cool knife. Okay. She's going to use the knife. Go for it. Yeah. Yeah, the farmers we have are just industrial farmers, and many of them have been kind of forced to buy equipment, and then they have the mortgages, and that's how they get them. And now some of the organic farmers are getting aerial drift of the seeds from GMO, and they have to pay the GMO company by law for the seeds, even though they didn't get them themselves, they didn't buy them themselves. So they have to end up paying for the seeds. And then the organic companies can no longer call their food non-GMO, which makes it organic non-GMO. And we're just twisting all over the place. And the newest thing they've got is this, I think it's called CRISPR. It's some sort of a pollen that's been genetically modified.
CRISPR is a way that you can actually change DNA.
Yeah, you can change DNA, and it works through the process of the pollen.
Custom DNA.
Right.
It's not necessarily. I don't know if it's through the pollen.
I heard it is. I heard the pollen is now going to be crossbreeding a lot of the organic heirloom seeds.
I'm sure the pollen does.
You own your own garden in warmer months. That's what you do, Rachel. Well, that's good for your, your wonderful physique, Rachel. Everyone says you look great, and I think that's a nice thing. Sarah has a nice physique like you do. Yeah. You should be proud of that, Rachel. Brian Gumble is here. Wow, we got a lot of big star names in our show, allegedly. Yeah. I don't think you should feel bad about shedding a tear when Donald Trump didn't get charged with collusion and obstruction. I think that's perfectly fine. Well, shedding a tear about that and people making fun of you, don't be afraid of your passion for this country or for the fact that Russia is clearly collaborating with Donald Trump. Yeah, don't worry about your tear. Tom, really, we don't have to talk about that subject today. Thank you. I know, Trump has got issues. I mean, it's beyond belief that he's even gotten this far, but it's only a sign of our corrupt society that he has made it this far. It really is a symptom of our society that we have to fix. Trump isn't the sole problem. Believe me. It's not as simple as just Trump. I know. But you're doing a great job slicing that. Isn't that easier with that? She's doing a fantastic job. You know, we're going to have so many peppers and so much chicken. I could probably make 5 people fajitas. So.
Or maybe even 10.
Yeah, I think we could even pull that off. But $3 for 5 is probably our goal.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Crump will never know what... Huh? Don? Excuse me. You're not allowed to come in here and make statements like that, Don. Yeah.
You should know better, Don.
And you can't actually create a party. Well, you can. You can call it your lemon party, Don Lemon's party, if you want. Yeah, fajitas are like $12 a piece here. This is a great cheap way to do it. And the thing about chicken fajitas, way more tender than beef or even pork. So you're eating something you're not chewing, and it's like there's nothing. What's that?
No, the thing is that I think people wonder about you, how you cut the meat on a plate. Like, I still don't cut it. But.
You have to cut it on a plate. Yeah, I'll cut it for you.
Well, wait, let me move your...
Well, you can throw all that stuff in there.
And just in with onions?
Yeah, it can start rendering down right now. No, I'm doing great. I look very young, Jim. Yeah. Mr. Style, I don't think you know what I'm talking about. The smell of onions is filling the air. No, my hair is not gray. No, this is the light in this kitchen. Yeah, I normally have different lights in the other room. These are practically like fluorescent.
You basically are. You could open that window.
It's radiant, thanks. Well, I don't really need to, showcase my beautiful hair, but if you really need to see how beautiful it is, I can let some natural light in.
Okay, David.
All right. I'm going to put the chicken right there, and I'm just going to slice it with the Cutco knife because I don't want to contaminate that other knife.
Pour out the...
No, I will use the juice.
Water.
Yeah, you can pour it out if you want. You don't want it wet, so you want to pour out the juice. You don't want to put... This is kind of a dry cook, and because it's at level 6, it's starting to carbonize already at the base. Now, you do not want to add water to this. This is not something you want to add water to, so... I'm going to make strips long ways. Mm-hmm. And usually like one of these strips would go in one taco, like that kind of a strip, or one of these wraps.
You can even cut them smaller, it's fine.
Well, I almost feel like
because it's easier to chew when they're...
All right, we'll cut them smaller then. I almost think we could use more chicken, but being we're only cooking for ourselves and our guests, our family guests that we're visiting, who's visiting, I think we could just go with that. But
that's fine.
Otherwise, I have to go into the freezer and defrost again. So I think I'm good.
You're good.
Okay, I do want to add some of this really good chili that I made. And again, you can duplicate this with hot sauce or something.
Can I do that so I can sip out the...
Sarah's going to do it so we don't get any beans in it because she doesn't want any beans in it. This particular chili has some black beans, organic black beans. So.
Should I put the chicken at the bottom of the pan?
At this point, we're not going to touch the chicken. I'm still cooking them. If we lift the cover right now, we're going to lose the steam, which is cooking everything. What I'm trying to do is grill the onions and steam the peppers.
Actually, that's fine. I see it's all just chili.
But it's a little bit, that's the really hot sauce. Do you want me to go with a lighter version?
Oh, well, do you think...
let me go with a lighter version. I don't want to...
my family member would...
You know, I have a lighter version here.
Like the lighter version? I would like the hotter version, but I don't know if...
Well, it has a little taste of the hotter version and the lighter version. Hang on, I got a hammer. Hold on. Thank you. We had a real sicko here in the chat room. Okay, we're gonna not use this one right here.
Well, we could.
No, I think this one's way better. And it has a little bit of pork sausage in it, so.
Well, that's what I was trying to suggest.
Oh, okay. Well, we're just going for flavor. So we got some tomatoes. This dish does call for some tomatoes, by the way. But it makes it kind of wet. So I'm just going with a flavor of hot sauce, basically. Or you know what works is that pico de gallo. If you got some pico de gallo, that is the ultimate falafel, the ultimate fajita. Yeah, see, bueno, see. This dish is trying to be organic, yes. 4 tablespoons of milk, and 1 tablespoon of yogurt, and a hot chili, or hard chili becomes a mild one. That's a good tip. Dr. Meow came up with a tip idea. 4 tablespoons of milk, 1 tablespoon of yogurt, and a hard chili makes it a mild one. I had no idea. Thank you, Dr. Meow. Wow. We are going to add some cheese. Let me show you my heirloom collection. I buy this Finlandia cheese at Costco, and there's slices of premium Finlandic cheese. I think we'll go with we have Swiss, Colby. Colby it is. I got 1 slice of Colby left and 1 slice of cheddar, or 1 slice of white. We'll go with a white.
Okay.
White and Colby.
Well, yeah,
Jack. Thank you. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Perfecto.
And then once.
Yeah. Oh, I see you're back in there.
Once I do one, I can add a little bit of the hotter stuff.
All right.
I can add a spoon of the hotter stuff. I just don't know if it'll be too hot.
Yeah. Unfortunately, these trolls just forced me to put slow chat on. Yeah. It was an attack. We handled it. Now you guys are in slow chat mode because of the troll attacks. You've been fasting since 6 p.m. yesterday? Why? What are you fasting for? Do you feel like you're overweight or something? No, I did the lion's share of work initially. Oh, you're going in for a colonoscopy? Oh, poor Max. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Bummer. I'm not going to talk about that because we're cooking right now. I was traumatized by that too.
He has to go in every 18 months. I'm sorry.
Oh, every 18 months. Wow. You have cheese from Iceland? Well, you are rocking, dude. Sorry. Oh, let me. We're putting some stuff in our compost heap. Thank you, Sarah. All right, now I'm going to lift everything. I'm going to put this knife away because we're done with the knife. I'm going to put it up here.
I want to wash it.
I am going to wipe it off later. Okay, I am going to go ahead and move this. Taking a look at this burner. I'm going to lift it and rotate everything. Now we can add our chicken. Just put it right on top.
I think that's the thing. Can I rotate it to the bottom?
Then I'm going to rotate it to the bottom, yeah.
Because you were talking about how cooking it hard.
What I do is I go right in there and make a little bit of room for it and just press it right in the middle. And then I take all the vegetables that are pre-cooked slightly, and I stuff the chicken at the bottom, and then I let it cook with all the vegetables around it, so that the vegetables even cook next to it. Is that sufficient for you?
Okay, that's
Okay, we passed the bar of approval on that, and that goes in the washer. Or just in a second, yeah. All right, what happened? We lock up over here. Is chat okay over at iBlog? Chapstick was not a sole Christmas gift.
No, he also got me some great other things, like a camera.
We don't need to justify anything to these people.
And some amazing other things as well.
We don't have to justify.
And yes, for me, you better put some chapstick on my stocking.
Yeah.
If you want a Christmas kiss.
Yep. Chapstick is good.
Got to.
It's a definite stocking stuffer, but it's not the only gift that I gave Sarah.
No. I do suggest that rotation and lowering the camera, because sometimes when you're over there, it just helps with the angle.
Well, if I lower the camera, then I get the people with the foot fetish.
No,
kicking.
I'm saying this, like this, and then push it toward the stove.
Yeah,
See,
but if that,
and then they
yeah.
can see your body. Because when you're over here, you don't realize that people can't see you as well.
But do I really want people to see my body? I mean,
Yes.
seriously. I mean, I'm trying to protect my image. They don't want to see me. I'm a bodybuilder. I mean, it's disgusting.
Do you want to see David's body? I think so. He has an amazing body.
Yeah. Moving on. My slabs of steel are extraordinary. I've been working for years on those. Thank
See,
you.
Bryant doesn't mind. Bryant Dumble.
Bryant is probably, flipping to the other side. We don't know. Okay, let's move on. David, will you ever get a cooking night where Sarah can make a meal for you? Sarah doesn't like to cook that much. I like to cook. She likes to bake.
Maybe May 1st I should cook something for you.
No, it's okay. I think we're good. I think
You
the
want
fact.
me to bake something for you?
No, yes, I've
I
always.
can make waffles.
Well, if you recall, I did have a request to have those those peanut butter cookies made with maple syrup. Out of that
If
peanut
you find
butter.
that stuff, I'll make them.
I got it. 2 bottles of it down there. We got the remainder of this peanut butter we could never actually find a purpose for.
And I'll have to make peanut butter cookies.
See, I got $2. I got.
Remember the last batch I tried to make though?
3 banners. 3 of these things.
Do you remember I tried to make some?
I got 3 of these things. I don't
Ended up
remember.
throwing it out.
No. Oh yes, I do. I remember it. Well, we've got one more shot at maple bacon flavor. I got these for $1 a piece, and
Please don't buy any more.
I would never buy this again. But the point is, it's the only way I can eat it. And you made the best cookies at one time. I don't know.
Yeah.
They were the best cookies ever. I don't know.
One time I made really great cookies, and another time I made really bad cookies.
I know. Well, maybe practice makes perfect. Maple bacon peanut butter. Yeah. I got it for $1 a piece. I mean, I couldn't. Imagine being in the apocalypse and saying, "Honey, would you like some maple bacon peanut butter on my matzo balls?" Or
I thought
soup?
it sounded good when you bought it, but
Matzo crackers.
it's not good.
Yeah, it's.
Well,
not
you
good.
know what? It is almost better than that soy butter.
Uh-oh. It is better than the soy butter. I like the soy butter.
I hate
It's
that.
non-GMO. I have that too, right here.
I hate that stuff.
You hate that stuff?
Yes.
Check out the stuff that Sarah hates. It's called Soy Wonder. She hates it.
It has the worst aftertaste.
Okay. It says non-GMO on it. I guess I'll be eating this in the apocalypse. So
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't mind starving in the apocalypse, actually.
Well, tell me that when you're starving, and then we'll get to that subject. It's easy to say when you're not starving. So it's like, Dave, describe Alexandria Cortez in one word. Dumb. Thank you. Just plain old dumb.
Mine would definitely be naive.
Now, naive, but that's one word. Dumb covers it.
Naive is one word.
I don't eat peanut butter anymore, so I'm only keeping it for the apocalypse. So, and these cookies that may or may not ever be made.
Can I, do you have anything else? Or
Yeah, you can move the chicken around. This is a time to finesse the chicken and kind of rotate it. And prove to me that it can grill.
grill?
Yeah, let's keep the
Water?
cover off and let's take the temperature up to level 6.
The thing is, it has a lot of moisture, so that's
Yeah.
why it's not grilling. But
Well, would you rather cook it in this container?
no, it's good.
Let's just put it down there and let it cook and mesh, and it looks great. Yeah.
But
I'm a little bit
that's
worried
fine.
about the overdose of peppers relative to onions, but I'm thinking maybe a little bit more of that chili sauce would be good.
Yeah, I do. I want to add the hot chili sauce, but
Yeah.
as I was saying,
Add it a little bit later.
I will add some later. I'll actually add most of it later. Once
Okay.
I make one.
Well, later,
Of
yeah,
these.
after everything, yeah. Our family guest is very prone to not like super spicy stuff, so
Yeah, my family member. Thank you.
thank you. Well, I'd like to say our family member because your
Well,
family
yeah, my
and my
family is your
family.
family.
When I first met Sarah,
Well, not really, but
when I first
I
met,
don't want people to think I'm like.
we're not related at all. Sarah and I are not brother and sister. Okay. We're not cousins either.
You're just really nice to my family, and I appreciate appreciate it.
Thank you. Hey, Spade, I'm going to suggest that that is a really bannable offense, and I'm being very kind to you because you've been back and forth a few times, but 5 minutes off for making that statement. I just like the hot temperature and let it cook really fast and hard.
One of the other things I was thinking of toasting the.
Yeah. I'd like to grill that in like put oil in here. And,
yeah, that's what I was
okay, we're going to put oil in the front burner here. Level 3. Right here. Got to deal with these.
Get the pan hot.
I'm getting it up to level 3. It's got a red light under it. I'm going to put a little olive oil in it once it's hot. And then we're going to take these Ezekiel. That's a pull strip. You just have to pull it right off.
I'm working on it. It's not.
Here, let me see. There you go. Okay. Good. And we will go from there. Now, if you want to add something to your fajita to make it more come together kind of thing, cheese is good. Some people will actually cook the chicken with an egg and make an egg ranchero chicken fajita.
That is why I'm here.
Here we go.
I do not like eggs. And then David will say, I'm making you fajitas. And then somehow eggs end up in it.
I know. And it was only because I was trying to save money and it was a cheap source of protein. But that's just me. That's why I'm
Have you ever heard
well
of an
off.
egg fajita from anyone else besides you?
I made a El Ranchero egg fajita for myself.
I mean, you can call it a
Forget the
breakfast
eggs. She
burrito,
does not
but
like eggs. Max says eggs are good.
I'm sure, yes.
I don't have a problem with eggs. You guys are like, man, I know where you're coming from because at one point I had an egg every morning for breakfast for 2 years with my dad. And I made eggs every morning for 2 years, and we finally turned to each other and said, let's stop making eggs. It's just, that was it. The end of the egg days. Sarah hates eggs. You notice how she kind of gets upset about the egg
Like,
thing?
I not only hate eggs, it's like worse than hate.
Yeah, it's worse than hate. Yeah, see, she's
It's like
coming.
despise.
She's actually getting a negative, non-joyous experience from talking about them. Let's stop the egg discussion
The
because
only
that's
time I like
off
eggs-
limits.
I will tell you, there's 2 times I like eggs.
Yeah.
When you whisk them into a meringue
Mm-hmm.
and you add them to a baked good, something baked like a cake.
Okay.
But that's like the only time I actually like eggs. Sometimes I will tolerate a hard-boiled egg.
We're gonna put a little olive oil
I
in here.
really don't like eggs.
Yep, we've established that. And she doesn't like one other thing too.
No, lots of other things.
Well,
I've
gum.
become picky in my old
Gum
age.
is. Well, you're not getting old.
I despise. I am more than. I actually will take eggs over gum. I hate gum. I despise gum. It's disgusting.
Okay, so I'm gonna just throw this on the plate.
And bologna and ham.
Okay, you can turn that level 6 down to level low now. Give it a good shake and then cover it up. Oh, they can't see me doing this.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's too much foot fetish, people. Okay. All right. Now you can have a bigger pan. Ideally, this should have been in
That
that
actually
pan.
looks like something that.
You'd eat?
Yeah, like one of my favorite things is a tortilla shell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like a,
there you go.
like a taco shell.
Mm-hmm. I got it on a low flame,
Taco
so
salad. Oh, the taco salad.
everything's on low now. What I like to do is flip it.
Yeah. Oh, that's really oily.
Yeah, so she doesn't like that side.
No, it's fine.
No, I don't want the oil side and the inside. I forget the idea of flipping it. We're now modifying
No,
it.
it's
No,
fine.
I don't want to. I'm actually working with you on this one.
It's totally fine.
We're going to try to make one fajita here, and 5 others will come out of your imagination.
Whatever.
No, seriously.
It's totally fine.
Yeah. Well, I guess
sorry,
Sarah can
Max, stop crying.
romance the camera for a while and just say hi to everybody.
Hi.
I'm going to step out because my process is over, I pretty much made the dinner. I just have to slap the cheese and everything together, and they'll see my feet.
They won't see your feet. They're
Well, if I walk
at
back there,
your
they
face.
will watch. See? I'll close my feet, get to the bottom here.
Like, keep going, keep going. They can only see your body, which you're like, oh no, they can't see my body.
Okay. They can't see my feet.
No, they can't see your feet unless you're like way back there by my picture.
I don't understand why people think I'm a robot, too. I find that hard to believe. You saw feet, really? I keep.
Oh, come on, Anderson Cooper.
Come on, Anderson. Don't
I
tell
didn't
him
see
that.
his feet. You didn't see his feet. You just want to see his feet. I know.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the plate. Prepare the plate. I've got special fajita plates just for the fajita. They even match the fajita. Keep that in there and just like kind of get a brown bottom to it. It has to steam in the sun, you know. I have gained some weight, yes, I did. I've been lifting weights heavily, and I picked up another 10 pounds in upper body mass. Yeah, I have, you know, I'm trying to keep it down to a minimum, but well, when people realize that, you know, I am as big as Arnold Schwarzenegger and I could tower over him, they begin to understand the kind of thing that I'm dealing with here.
What kind of cheese you doing here?
Oh, the cheese here that I picked out. What I do is I put the cheese on the bottom.
Yeah, I was going to put the cheese on and let it melt.
Yeah.
And that'll be a sign that it's done.
There you go. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Put the cheese in the middle of the tortilla shell. That's a whole wheat tortilla shell. It's not a gut. It's flabs of steel. Big difference.
I think David and I are the same size.
You're the what? Malfunction. Beep. Reset. Beep. Reboot. Hi. We're doing a show right now and having a great time. I'm digital audio video entity Dave. Welcome to the show. Technology Thursday is going on every night on Thursdays, so you can always tune in. I hear you, Opium King. I don't smoke anything. I vape. You know, you can say, oh, I'd like to get into some of Dave's smoke. I vape. Sarah has never smoked or vaped or done anything like that. She's never going to do it either, she said. But in Washington, you're legally allowed to do that.
What do you think of this shirt right here?
It's getting a little fuzzy there, but it's still functional. I mean, on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd give it about an 8, 7, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, we're rating everything now.
Well, I'm just wondering if I should keep it. I probably should.
They're saying to take it off. Of course you're saying that. That's terribly rude. I mean, really, what do you think of this shirt? Yeah, take it off. That's terrible.
Good.
You're
It's not
terrible.
noticeable on the webcam, right?
No,
Good.
it's not. The fuzz is not seen. Unless, of course, they're in a 4K screen watching us in New Delhi. Hello, New Delhi. Hello. We've got people who are worried about pollution all over the world. And I know the Democrats, Republicans are not dealing with that issue. We're going to take it head on and come up with some solutions to filter the air and the water. That's the big difference between the Democrats and Republicans and us. All right. Hey, it's almost melted. Nope, not quite. It's starting to bubble.
Yeah, it's almost not.
Okay, you want to show people how you pull it out of there?
Sure.
Everything is perfect. See how al dente it is?
Oh yeah, that's good. That does look good, David.
I'm gonna put a little chicken in there.
That video.
Can they see that camera?
Yeah, they can.
Okay.
It's perfect.
I'm gonna put chicken on both sides. You know. You put about 3 pieces in there, so you kind of spread the distance, and then just take that. I'm actually putting too much chicken in now. I gotta get some of these.
Do you want a different container?
No, we're good.
Spoon?
How much do you think we can handle in this wrap?
That's, one more.
One more scoopy whoopy?
What? Yeah.
Okay, you can
But
decide
don't
from
have
there.
so much chicken,
All right.
so-
Now, I'm going to take this right here and lift it off there and put it on the plate. You want to do that with your hands. Ta-da! I'm going to put another one on the plate.
You could shoot 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm going to do 2 of that.
Actually, you could do it like that.
Well, the thing is, when you send in the plate, you want to lift it up again a couple times because otherwise it kind of loses the oil. So it's immersed, so it doesn't stick. There you go. So let's put the top right back on until it warms up, and then you add the cheese to it. Now, you don't have to have the cheese, but Parmesan will do. And if you want to put Parmesan in the middle, you can. Sarah's going to take and roll that somehow.
Usually I just this is like a burrito version, but I would just usually like do it in half, but I think this is good. There you go.
Okay, there you go. You got a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. I'm going to go in the other room and start the other show. You can heat these up, put tin foil around them, and reheat them in the oven.
Or you could just leave your dish here, and when you're ready to go, you just throw in a tortilla. You can even heat the tortilla in the microwave.
Now, we didn't get to our gazpacho soup, or rather our green tomato salsa. And I didn't want to do that tonight. I'm going to wait for another night to do that.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Like next week, maybe.
Yeah.
Green tomato salsa might be the way to go, but we've got a bunch of green tomatoes here.
So I can have this?
Yeah, that's yours if you want.
Yeah, you want some?
Well, you want to add a hotter thing to it because maybe you make the next one.
Yeah.
Leave that for later.
Okay.
For our guest. Keep that on the side for our guest.
Unless they want to eat early.
No, we're good. And
then I'm going to add that hot sauce.
Now she's going to add the hot sauce to the whole thing. So she's going to show you the extended version before we shut down the show. You can do sour cream, yes, absolutely.
Good. You
can even do non-fat yogurt if you're really into it. Sativa. No, that's a different subject. You love salmonella parmesan?
Actually, I think I'm just going to pour all of this in here.
Go for it. She's going to make the whole... This is the really juicy version of this. Yay. Hi, Love Fries. Where have you been? You've been like 4 days since you've been in here. There's a guest visiting, a family member, yes. So we're just hanging out, and we're going to have a light dinner later, but I'm going to start the show in just a few minutes after Sarah kind of mixes the ultra chili recipe, which has got the extra hot chili in it. You can replace this with a can of Nally's chili if you want, what I just did, but that's naturally derived from our tomatoes. We made a slow sweating of the tomatoes the other day, in which I...
yeah, that's looking way better.
Yeah, I took little tomatoes like this, which are completely gone. I got to throw this one out. These are from way back, these tomatoes, like back in August. So here we are 5 months later and the tomatoes still yellow. But I cooked a bunch of the little ones into onions and olive oil and a lot of Italian seasoning. And that's one thing I didn't add to this dish, just hot sauce today. We didn't do any of the Italian seasoning. All right, thank you.
That's going to be perfect.
Good. Sarah's going to get the ultimate blend for her fajita. She's going to continue cooking that. No, that's not Connie, no. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here, and I will be back in just a bit. We're going to start the Periscope show, and we're going to go, and I'm going to turn slow mode off as soon as I get back. So we'll see you in just a bit, everybody. 1 or 2 minutes. Thank you for coming into David's Kitchen.